Dear participants, I would like to welcome you in front of the organizing team and I hope you will enjoy this ceremony. You received the program for today and we will try to stick to it, so let's go. My first question for you is, can you imagine how this project could work without a good project manager? This year, Eleni and her team gathered all of you and gave you the opportunity to take a new experience. So let's see what she says about this project and about her experience.
Hello, my dear young crewers. My name is Eleni Tsechelidou. I'm the Global E-Collaboration Competition 2013 Project Manager. I come from Greece and I would like to welcome you all to this year's GeCCo Awards ceremony. 3 weeks ago, on Saturday, May 25th at 12 Greenwich Mean Time, 65 young project managers participated in this international live competition. We had 16 countries registered for the competition this year, and we're glad to say that most of the participants managed to complete their mission successfully and delivered project plans and other deliverables of a really high professional level. If you consider that these teams consisted of members that had never met each other in person or even virtually before, you will be impressed by the quality and quantity of the work done. It was long distance and in 24 hours only. Both the organizing core team, the local organizers, and the jury team had to collaborate virtually too, for months, dealing with a lot of issues that you or participants had to deal with as well. Computers that break down, programs that crash before you save, internet connection that is going down for no reason, and a long list of new tools that we had to learn how to use. Time zone differences, strong English accents sometimes, and being unable to read someone who is just not online. Do any of these sound familiar to you now? I hope that yes. It means that you have done your job. We have come to realize that when something seems too complicated, you just have one solution: to go back to the basics. A virtual project team, just like any other regular project team, needs first of all one thing: to become a team. You need to learn who your teammates are. You reach out to them, you help them, and they help you. You listen, you teach, and you learn. So, at this point, I would like to say a big thank to everyone who volunteered and worked hard to organize this project. Gordana Blazevic, Miguel Boto, Branka Dropulic, Emilia Harioula, Miro Hegedic, Domina Sidiropoulou, Rainer Svatsinka, Inessa Sluka, and Victoria Tsolidu from the core team, as well as the local organizers from 15 countries who did an amazing job. My dearly beloved core team, it was an honor to work with you. As for our local organizers, I have a message from Miro Hegedic himself. He says that he had a great time with you, that you have done an amazing job, and that it was a pleasure to work with you organizing this event. That was all from me. GeCCo was created to bring young project managers from all around the world together. The first place of GeCCo 2013 award ceremony will go to the team that offered the best results. But if you have enjoyed the experience, if you have learned something new and maybe even made some new friends, then you are our real winners. We hope to see you soon. Thank you for being with us.
Thank you, Eleni. My second question for all of you is, who are you? Of course, we know that answer. Young crew. I would like to welcome now Natalia Maiher, who is project owner and a member of the Young Crew Management Board. Hello, Natalia.
Hello everyone, hi from Poland. My name is Natalia and I have the pleasure to be the product owner of this extraordinary competition. Apart of this, I am also the member of the Young Crew Management Board, responsible for brand management, and well, this brand is really close to my heart. It represents so many values that we appreciate about the Young Crew. It gives another possibility to meet, to bond, to network once again. And well, this was the origin of this project, to give our huge community another chance to network, to meet, to exchange knowledge, a part of the annual project of Global Young Workshop, which happens only once a year and is a quite small event for only those most active members of Young Crew. And so at one of the Global Young Workshop, Niklas Bain, David Cevian Terazon and Alena Vejsadova, among so many others, were discussing the possibilities, what to do in order to give so many people a possibility to get to know each other and to meet, a part of this once a year opportunity during the World Congress. And well, we live in a pretty good times. We have so many technologies that help us work together without even meeting us live. So the idea was to, well, make it virtual and make not only a meeting, make a competition, so that people would leverage so much from it. So a part of creating bridges among young crews, we want to give individuals more possibilities to master their skills. As we are a project management association, we focus on the project management part. Thus, the case study is related to managing a project, assessing risks, being a team, and so on. We promote various trends around the world, so we support distributed teams, because we believe this is the near future, if not really today, of how we will work. And we want to give you the chance to for a professional evaluation that is not stressful. So we have the best project managers from all around the world assessing your case studies and giving you feedback with potential areas of improvements. Companies pay for such assessments, and we want to have it just because you are young crew members. And finally, we want to give you the best knowledge as possible. And we used GeCCo also to invite the best keynote speakers so that they can share with you all their insights about managing virtual teams and virtual projects. So I hope it all was a great experience for you, even if you worked only 24 hours in your distributed teams. If you want to work more, join the next GeCCo team. I also hope that you have created some great connections. Don't end them with today's award ceremony. Make sure you make the most of this project. Remember again, why did you decide to participate in it? And I'm sure you will realize it gave you so much more. If you like the young crew spirit that we created or tried to create, don't forget to follow our website, Facebook page, be on the latest, and well, join us at the next event. And most importantly, never forget the answer to this question. Who are you?
After these two amazing ladies, let's make together a summary of the last few months. Let's see how we have enjoyed. Let's express our impressions.
Marina from Latvia. I love GeCCo.
Now I would like to announce someone who is very special for the young crew, a person who supports young people, who wants to share knowledge and who enjoys in that. Please welcome Dr. Les Squires. He will present to us 3 collaboration tools we must make for ourselves. I hope you will enjoy it. Stay tuned, as after the speech Les will answer your questions, and you know what else? We will announce the winners.
Thank you, Eleni, and thank you, GeCCo, for inviting me to be a part of your celebration and awards and your virtual online work. Today, we're going to talk about 3 collaboration tools that we must make for ourselves. Just a couple comments. My name is Les Squires. I'm a member of the IPMA Research Management Board. I am charged in particular with researching tools that can best be used in the online environment and for all of our work. And I'm delighted to be sharing today at least 3 big insights that I've had over the last 2 or 3 years in working with virtual kinds of issues. By the way, in case I look up, I have 3 monitors on my desk. If I look up, I'm not ignoring you. I'm checking what's on that monitor down here. I'm looking into the camera. I'll look at you very directly, and when I look to the right, I'm checking to see if Eleni's got any kind of instructions for me. Okay, let's get started. In 20 minutes or 25 minutes, I'm going to sketch 3 tools that are essential to communication. Portfolios, in other words, organizing my stuff. Shared maps. Pardon me one second. Shared maps, which is relating our stuff, and knowledge bases, which is discovering global stuff. This is really an online demonstration. I'm going to be showing you, instead of a PowerPoint, I'm going to be showing you the actual tools that I work with on a daily basis. I want, by the end of this time, for it to become clear to you why these tools are essential, why they're necessary, what they can do for you, and why you can and probably should pay attention to them. But I'm also going to stress another theme, and that is that we must make these tools for ourselves. This is not something that Facebook can do. This is not something that Livestream can do. This is not something that LinkedIn or any other system can make. You'll see why in a few moments. There are tools that we need to make for ourselves as individuals, as portfolios, and as groups, as working groups, as teams. That would be the shared maps and the knowledge bases. Okay, let's go then directly into. Hold on one second. I need to. Okay. Here is the heart of the first point, the portfolio. You all know what a profile is, right? That's something, LinkedIn has a profile, Facebook has a profile, everybody has a profile. Some of them ask all kinds of esoteric questions like, what is your favorite color? Who do you know? When did you have a job? What did you do then? All kinds of issues, all kinds of things that they want to know. Those profiles are designed by the vendors to get information that they need in order to relate you to other people. But what they don't do for you is to give you a sense of where your information is. And so I'm going to scroll down here a little bit fast. I'd like I always show this example and say, what do you see? What do you see? This is, as the title suggests, I call it my gold menu of daily responsibilities. These are the links to the things that I use every day. There are things here about IPMA, like how do I find a group, or how do I start a new blog, or how do what do I do to accept a new member? And there are other things about other companies that I work with, Google. Where's the custom search stuff? How many times do you spend your time trying to find something? Trying to find something. Oh, I know. Where did I put that? Oh, I filed that under some directory, or I put it up. Maybe I even took it on a notepad, and I can't find it now. And I don't know. I created this concept of a portfolio because it enabled me to survive. I work with anywhere between about 50 people a day and 75 people a day, and they have questions, they need something, I need to answer them, and the last thing I should be doing is, well, I don't know where that is, I don't know where I've put it, I'll get back to you in an hour. What I've done here what I've done here is to create a portfolio being like it is for an artist, or like it is for a photographer, or like it is for a stock portfolio. These are the stocks. These are the things I take stock in. These are the things I do. These are the things that define me. These are the things that I go to repetitively, again and again and again, daily and daily. And it's really cool to be able to say, oh, you mean this? We're on Skype, let's say, and I'm sharing my screen with them, and oh, you mean this? Oh, wow, that was fast. This is the concept behind a portfolio, and so I want now to come over and show you some of the features of the Google environment. By the way, I don't work for Google. I don't work for anybody. I'm semi-retired, and I don't charge for any of my time on any of these things. So even though I'm going to sound like a salesman, I'm just an enthusiastic fool. I like things that work, and I like things that make me feel happy, and I like things that make people like Goga and Daniel and others. I like it when they like what we're doing. So let's come down here to the portfolio and walk through this. I just showed you the Les Squires portfolio. I'm trying to encourage you to think about creating one of these for yourself. Okay, so I started working here not too long ago, and if I do a Control F for CVCV, oh, that's not the one I want. I want the next. Oops, I'm sorry, that is over here. Control F searches within a web page, and I go to CVCV. Started working with a number of people around their CVs, and here they are. And I've got them all organized so that I can see there's Miro and Gogo and Alenka and Natalia and my daughter Jennifer, and so on and so on and so on, and various things that I've done. I'm not going to click on these, but I'll guarantee that what it does, with one click, it goes to Alenka's CV. In other words, this is a kind of home page for my stuff. Nobody else would necessarily would call it something like CV, but I do, and I have all of my notes about everything that I'm working on. Oh, there was an example. I've been looking for a nice script to use, and I couldn't find it. I did a screen capture, copied the stuff, put it in here. Someday I'm going to come back to this and really use this particular thing. It's the key to some programming that I was doing. Here's the Festival of Knowledge. Let me, whoa, come on here. Here is the Festival of Knowledge. Some new work that I did, and I just put it at the top of the file. And right now there aren't any links to anything because we're not doing a whole lot, but there soon will be links to all of these items. Let me just walk through several examples very quickly to show you some. Let's say I'm in charge of the Brisbane Young Crew photo. Where is it? Well, here it is. You mean that? Is that the one you want? Oh, that's the one I want. Okay, we'll download it now. There are the video libraries, Why should I have to do anything more than one click to know where that is? Why should I remember that is player_embedded? There we go. With one click, I'm on that. And by copying that link and sending it to somebody, here's the thing that you just asked for. Or there are, let's see, I want to go, the Beijing reports that I did. Well, a little slow. There we go. The Beijing reports. Some of you may not realize that these Google Docs can in fact do jumps to bookmarks. And what I did, I was in one file and I went to another file. This actually, by clicking on it, it went to another file and then skipped down in that file to exactly what it was that I wanted. Here are the Beijing reports that I did, the summary of those reports. I'll come back here and let's go to Sandra. Sandra, I'm not sure just how to pronounce her last name. I'm going to say Music. Sandra, in the registration for Dubrovnik, that's something that I might lose that. It was done in... Oh, no, wait a minute. This is actually calling up an email. So I can link not only to other pages, I can link even to emails. Here's an email that she sent me and is asking for me to make sure that I get registered for Dubrovnik. By the way, I hope to see all of you in Dubrovnik. We got plenty of very interesting things to do when we get there. Okay, so that's Sandra. I used to take in my experience. I used to take notes in Skype, where in fact I would, as people talk. Here's Elene and I were talking about getting an account on Livestream and making setting up this meeting. And I used to take notes in Skype. I don't do that much anymore, mainly because there's no way to go back and edit. There's no way to go back and organize things. Okay. So let me close this. We're going to close this. Well, I'll go to another page. It pulled that one up fine. So I've shown you several examples of what a portfolio can do. It basically is a way of organizing yourself. And if I could look at you right in the eye, I would say the portfolio is you. It's your skills. It's your commitments. It's an organized way of depicting what you have said that you will do with the young crew. It's what you will do with any project that you're on. It's a way of keeping track of the minutia and overcoming the fragmentation that we can get into if in fact we just try to keep it all in our head. I don't know, my head's not big enough for that, and especially in the social networking thing where something over here and something over there and something over there. Yeah, I'm going to turn to you and I'm simply going to ask you, what are your commitments? You have them. You make them, you break them, many times because you simply get overwhelmed in all kinds of detail. This is a way of organizing a bunch of links. It's really my homepage. You all know what a map is. This is point number 2. The first point is we make a portfolio for ourselves. This one, I'm showing you a map. This is where I live, actually, out in Boulder, Colorado, in the USA. The map is a very quick way of saying, oh, this street relates to that street, and this town is so many kilometers from that city, and here are some mountains, and down here in the lower part, down below Denver are a bunch of fires that are presently burning. So there is what a map is, and I was absolutely excited when I saw this map, the GeCCo 2013. I'm not sure just who made this, but this is an absolute perfect example of a portfolio for not an individual. We've already talked about that in point number 1. Well, let me... There we go. I'm sorry. This is the perfect example of a project having a portfolio. In the same way that I personally need to organize the various details of my life, here are all the details that are organized. I'm Skyping my wife to get a drink of water because I don't have a drink of water. Here is a depiction of all the things that go into GeCCo 213. All the details. With one click, you're on the details. With one click, you're looking at the questions. With one click, you're looking at the responses. This does the same thing for a group that the portfolio that we were looking at a moment ago does for an individual. These are the kinds of details that get lost. These are the kinds of details that will drive all of us crazy if we don't keep them organized. And what I'm proposing is that in the same way that we have a portfolio for an individual, every team would have a portfolio. The GeCCo 213 would have yet a separate portfolio, and all the data that belongs to GeCCo 213 is in fact organized under the GeCCo 213. The place where this becomes a map, you can think of that earlier slide now as a map. And here is another one that I made for the Research Management Board, which is a listing of all of our tasks for the year. So for instance, oh, come on here, let me make this a little smaller. So, for instance, when we are looking at a spreadsheet becomes a way of relating the manys to the many. There are all kinds of things that all kinds of people are doing. Here is the listing with complete results, percentage complete, and also links to the various things that people have done or are doing. I want to show you the RMB tools. Excuse me one second. RMB tools. Here is a menu. This is an advanced topic for those of you who are programmers or aspiring to be programmers. I can actually look at the RMB tools and I can create routines. And I'm going to say sort by RMB member, And in fact, it goes and sorts by RMB member, and all that is done under program control. So this is a mapping of what all of us are doing. Now, Anbang, who is the head of the RMB, had a task of hosting the RMB meeting in Beijing, and this map says, okay, what did he do? And so the results are included right here in this spreadsheet. Again, this is something we make for ourselves. There's no vendor. Would Facebook enable us to do this? No way. To keep track of what a big group is doing over a period of a year, and to have all the results online, whether it's a report or it's a photo or whatever it happens to be. So I then want to show you, those of you who are interested in being programmers, when we get to these spreadsheets, there are scripts that we can write. So for instance, here are the scripts that I've written, and I'm going to just show you some of the code. Again, this is an advanced topic. I wouldn't encourage very many people to want to be programmers. But if you're interested in JavaScript, here are the functions that I wrote a couple weeks ago to enable us to have all of these items on all of the spreadsheet items sortable in ways that we want. Yes, there are other ways to sort them by column and things like that, but there's also a place for keeping the user away from that. I'm speaking to the programmers now. You know what I mean. Where you keep the users away from some of the quote raw kinds of functions. So this becomes a map showing the relationships showing the relationships among the people who are in fact doing the tasks. Okay, I'm coming now to the third item, and I have just a few minutes. There is a whole lot that can be done in search, and I want to just highlight a couple of things about search. So what I'm going to do is to go to the sort of the familiar main menu. Let me turn this down to where you can see it a little better. And let me zoom in. Nope, zoom out. So you can see this better. Okay. What we're talking about here now is there are times, let me review, there are times when I need to get organized, there are times when our groups need to get organized, and there are times when we need to share among other professionals, and this is the place where in fact we do that. I can enter a name like GeCCo, and I can see all the items that relate to GeCCo. This may be a little difficult to read on your individual screens. Every one of these items, you can see some of them are documents, some of them are Adobe files, some of them are PowerPoints. It searches all the different files that are here. That are available in this particular database. But the interesting thing, if you watch my cursor here, is that I'm not the owner of many of these. This is not my database in some private sort of way. This is a shared database. There's Natalia and Goga and Nicholas and GeCCo and Elena. All of these people are in fact the owners of these files, and they have basically given me the ability to see it. If you came in and you're not yet granted the ability to see these particular files, your result set here on this screen would look totally different. In fact, you just wouldn't see anything that you don't have the rights to see. I want to stress something here that it just blew me away when I realized it, and that is that I no longer have to maintain databases on my local drive. I no longer have to be the only one who can organize something, and everybody else is organizing theirs in their own folders, in their own files. We are, in fact, putting all of our stuff together. I don't own what Natalia put up here. I don't own what GeCCo put up here. But none of this counts against my allotment of space in the Google environment. What I'm saying here is that any word that we put in, literally any word that we put in, is essentially a keyword and can bring us the results of all of our professional colleagues. We are in this together. This is where it goes far beyond my individual organization. This is where it goes far beyond even just working within a group. Now we are talking about global Young Crew and how global Young Crew shares data, so that in fact I can say, instead of GeCCo, I could say I'm working on a brochure. CHURE. I'm working on a brochure. Surely somebody in our community has done brochures, and so here you are. Here are all the things that you can see. Emmy has done something. Domna's done something. Goga's done something. Jan Arnold. Oh, and it's not even just those things that are available here now. That we've all submitted. It's even things that I have submitted even for like other clients. And so now we can come and search and fish and find and get in touch with Domna and say, Domna, how'd you do that sponsorship brochure 2013, the fourth item down on the list. So I'm going to conclude here. Just one moment. I'm going to conclude here then with a whole list of things that can be done in the search. We don't have time to look at all those. We don't have time to look at all the Booleans. We don't have time to look at all those things. But the question in my mind is, what are you doing tomorrow? Same time, same station. I would like to propose that anybody who wants to get together, we've got the channel tomorrow morning, same time, same station, 12 o'clock, noon for Greenwich Mean Time. If you want to get together and GeCCoize the Young Crew project management models, I would be very happy to show you how to set up a portfolio and to go through some of these other details and to make your life a little bit better. Okay, let's see. Okay, if you in fact want to accept the invitation to work along with me and anybody else who wants to build these kinds of tools and go through this in a much more systematic manner, the absolute best way to get in touch with me is Squires Skype. Please write that down and add me to your contact list if I'm not already there. If I am already there, go ahead and send me a message, and we'll see who's available. If you don't respond to me, I just won't do anything tomorrow morning, but I'll sit down with one of you, I'll sit down with 5 of you, sit down with 50 of you, and we'll have a great time. Thank you for inviting me. I hope that my enthusiasm is inspirational to you. I hope you've learned some things that are new and useful, and I really hope that you'll accept the challenge to get together and to continue to build these kinds of tools. These are the tools we have to build for ourselves. Nobody's going to do it for us. Nobody. LinkedIn, Facebook, nobody. These are the tools we have to build for ourselves. Let's build them. Let's GeCCoize everything. Thank you, and goodbye.
Thank you, Les, for your contribution. The time is getting closer. I'm excited and I'm sure you are also. Before we announce our winners, you should know who and how evaluated your results. Ines, please let us know about this.
Hi, my name is inlcuding. I'm from Latvia. I'm a GeCCo jury manager. At first, I would like to say thank you and congratulate you all with participation in this competition. You did a great job, and on behalf of the jury, I would like to mention that it was a pleasure to see how many young professional project managers we have. Competition was very intensive, and how successful it was for each of you, you will know a little bit later. So, but now I would like to tell more about jury work. We have a very international jury. We have 16 jury members from 14 countries, and I would like to introduce you with each of them. So, Edward Logan from USA, Joseph Alva from United Kingdom, Vladimir Simonov and Ivo Stoner from Latvia, Leila Kazantova from Russia, Pat Hegazy from United Arab Emirates, Ben Karutas from Australia, John Paris Pantuakis from Greece, Daniel Colago-Ruiz from Spain, Giuseppe Pugliese from Italy, Mladen Mukomanovic from Croatia, Caroline Rosset, Iris Programmer from Austria, Reinhard Wagner from Germany, and of course, head of the jury, Gregor Solaiko from Poland. So, you can see how international jury works, and jury's experience is in different fields of expertise, and like project management, project portfolio management, training, research, assessment, and certificate. So, and now let me introduce you with the process of jury work. Main task for the jury was to elaborate all documents for competition and then do assessment work. So, first phase was to provide comments on a case study and questionnaire and improve assessment criteria. Case study was prepared by Rainer Sutink and Edward Logan. It was a real project, so it means that we had opportunity to solve real case study. Second phase was, of course, competition. I, as a jury manager, collected all submissions which you sent us, uploaded it in a Google document, which was the tool which we used for this competition. For the competition, we had much as 12 teams, but results we got only for 11 teams. It's because team 11 informed us that they were only 2 members left, and they were merged with team 12. So, and some issues we had with the team number 10 because 2 members just from the beginning and one had lots of issues, and 4th person of the team decided to continue alone. Congratulations to take this challenge and hope to see you in next year, next competition, hope in a full team. So, and phase number 3 was about assessment process. One team was assessed by 2 jury members. Jury worked in pairs. Each jury member from the pair reviewed the documents and then they compared results. At the end, each jury pair prepared conclusion of its assessment, which was Excel document with scores and comments and PowerPoint presentation with summary, impressions and recommendations for the team. So, and fourth phase, of course, is a summary of all results for final decision taking ahead of the jury. And So you know why you are here today. We will announce the winners of the GeCCo 2013. But little bit wait for that because I have some interesting facts about the jury. As you know, we have 16 jury members from 14 countries, and at the same time we work in 6 time zones. So if some of us meeting was at 8 or 9 o'clock in the evening, some of us it was at the night 2 o'clock, and some of us in the daytime 2 o'clock. So it was a challenge for us, and we found a solution how to let's participate all jury members in this meeting just to make video recording. So jury work started on April, and we had 6 jury committee meetings. All jury members together worked about 140 working hours, and during this work we sent each other more than 300 emails. So, and of course, one of the best parts of jury work was meetings. Meetings was very constructive, serious, and in the same time full of fun. For example, we celebrated birthday, we ate virtual birthday cake, and we loved it so much. And in the end of my presentation, I would like to say thank you. Thank you for your participation. Thank you for attention, and hope to see you in next competition. So, bye.
Hello again. Our next speaker is Gregor Shalaiko, Head of Jury of Global Collaboration Competition 2013, and we would like to hear a few words of him about the assessment and how the jury team this year chose our top 3 winners. Gregors?
Hi, I'm Greg Shalaiko, and I have a pleasure to be head of a jury for this year's GeCCo competition. Before you will hear the results of the competition, I would like to tell you a couple of words. So I'll keep you busy for a while, and that the pressure for hearing the results will grow a little bit bigger. So this year's GeCCo is a 2nd edition, and we see a lot of great stuff in this year's work. First of all, what we have seen as the jury members is that the teams have really worked fantastically on whatever they had to deliver this year, both when it comes to things like the teamwork and the actual results. We're surprised because, as you probably noticed yourself, virtual projects, entirely virtual projects, is a completely new thing in the industry. A couple of years back we didn't even hear about projects that have been done entirely 100% by virtual teams, and today it became a reality. And GeCCo is a part of this movement, and it's fantastic that you could take part in this competition together with us. GeCCo itself was a virtual project as well. We worked together entirely virtually, having people from all around the world. Basically, most of the major continents were represented in the jury and organizational part. So that was a great effort, working together, trying to fulfill the same standards that we've been expecting from you. One of the greatest things we have seen is that this year participants really took it seriously. Last year it was already great. It was fantastic. We've seen great involvement. But this year we've seen things that were really surprising us. Things like people taking extra step to make sure they have a great, fantastic virtual environment to work. People that stayed until the end of the competition, despite most of the team dropping off the competition due to technical reasons or other things. And looking at this and observing the competition, I felt fantastically myself, and I guess the rest of the jury were also excited to see that you guys who took part in this fantastic event this year, you really took it seriously, you really put a maximum effort into the competition, and you delivered great results. So I guess you've got enough talking on my side, and you're very curious to hear the results. So good luck, and hope to see you someday. I hope to see most of you in Dubrovnik, where we will have one non-virtual part of the competition, which will be a little bit of partying. Thanks, and see you next year.
And as you already know, the time is now. Soon we will know who of you are the best. Are you excited? Natalia, do you have any interesting information for all of us? Let us know. We are excited.
Finally, we will reveal who is the winner of this year's Global Collaboration Competition. Before that, I would like to say a few words about the gifts we want you to receive. All 12 teams will get a certificate of completion together with a feedback from the jury telling what you're great at and what should you improve in the next edition of GeCCo or in your real projects. The first 3 teams will have more tips for the improvement, as we really value mastering the project management skills. The IPMA would like you to improve your folder, as you did a great job and you're the top 3. There's still some work to do, and to make this work easier, you will get the ICB copies, so the IPMA competence baseline for project management. You will get them per post, so please give us your addresses. We will send them together with the certificates and maybe a few personal words for each team and the ICBs. And then finally, the first team will be invited to a meeting of the board and stakeholders of the real project the case study was prepared for. As you were previously informed, the case study was based on a real project that is happening right now. The project manager is Rainer Svecinka, and he would like you, the first winning team, to participate in a meeting, ask questions. The project is run by the ICC, International Association for Serial Science and Technology. The meeting will be held in Vienna, Austria. And for more details, I recommend you to get in touch with Rainer Svecinka or the GeCCo team. They will give you all details that you want to receive. And, well, I want to congratulate firstly all of our teams. You did a really great job. You made it to the end. You came here. And I want to make a toast for everyone. I don't know about you, I'm prepared. It's just a small toast because it's not New Year's yet. And while I will be opening the bottle, you have a few minutes to get your own toast. Good, it's not work, it's quite easy to open. So for every GeCCo participant, you did a great job. I wish you all the best in your future career, and I hope it's not the last chance for us to make a toast. Maybe the next one will be live, not just virtual. So, well, cheers for you all. And now it's time for revealing who is in the top 3, who delivered deliverables the closest to what the jury expected. It was a hard decision for the jury to make, but they had to make it. So, who's the winning team number The third place, it's the So that was the third place, team number 12. Thank you all for your deliverables. They were really great. And don't forget to send us your post address so we can send you the ICB copies. And without any further delay, let's see who is the team who got the second place. Team number 2, thank you very much for all the deliverables and your ideas on the project. And now is the time to reveal who is the winner of Global Collaboration Competition. So, just as a reminder, who will get the ICB copies by IPMA and an invitation to participate in the meeting of the board and stakeholders of ICC, the organizer of the real project you had the case study to work on during this year's GeCCo. So it's my pleasure and honor to give you the first place of Global E-Collaboration Competition.
Congratulations to the winners. And there is someone who would like to congratulate you, the young crew chairman, Daniel Colada Ruiz.
Hello, young crewers from all over the world. Wow, it's been a ride, hasn't it? It's been thrilling to be waiting for the winners, for the finalists and the winners. And well, now we've got you here. I want to start this really short speech by congratulating the winners for this award. You've done an amazing job being part of the jury. I've been able to see the quality of the work that's been exposed here. And I want to say that congratulations, guys. You've made it, and now you deserve to properly celebrate. But the congratulations don't stop there. I want to extend them as well to the runners-up, because it's been quite difficult to decide, and I have to admit that being second, being third is already quite a merit. Still, you'll remember from my previous speech that I said that participating in this competition, you're positioning yourself in the forefront, in the bleeding edge of the new ways of work, the new ways of collaborating, new ways of dealing with globalization and the globality of new projects by using online tools. So I can't but send my congratulations to all the participants as well. Given the average quality and the results that we've been able to see, I think that we're all in due of a great celebration. I would like to wrap up by including a little reflection. And that is, you've undergone a set of challenges, you've gone through a particular set of work, a particular type of work, and I would say that I hope that you've made some good connections within your team and even outside of your team. So you could say you've made new friends, or you could say you've made new contacts, whatever you want to put it like. I think that there's a lot of added value. But I would like to push the boundaries a little bit forward. I would like to ask now? What are the next steps that you're willing to take? Now, you've gained some experience. You've probably discovered a few tricks. Now, where is that going to take you? How are you going to use that in your future work? I would like to hear years from now people saying, "Oh, I participated in GeCCo and actually I learned these tricks," or I've got this experience because of GeCCo, or I got into this position because I had this experience. And I want you guys to exercise it, not just to keep it there in your luggage, but actually to bring it out, to bring it forward, and to use as much as possible of what you've experienced during GeCCo. So that's my food for thought, or that's my reflection, or that's my push to you to try to do that. And thank you all for participating. Thanks, Eleni and the whole team. Thank you to the whole jury. I'm not thanking myself, to the rest of the jury for participating, and to GeCCo. Who are you? That's it. That's the reaction I was expecting. Cheers.